Well, I want to become a district court judge because I want to make a difference in the lives of people. I know that people that come before me on the bench, they bring their own issues with them to the bench, and I want to make a difference in their lives and send them back into the community better than they were when they came in. So my sentiments of helping people comes from seeing that people are dealing with all kind of issues in their lives. They're dealing with addictions, drug addictions, alcohol addictions. They're dealing with domestic violence issues. They're dealing with poverty. Something as simple as not having a driver's license. When they come to court, I want to address whatever specific needs that person has. If they need a job, I want to get them a job. If they are dealing with domestic violence, I want to give them coping skills. I want the victim to leave my court made whole. I want the defendant to be held responsible for his actions, but I want to address whatever issues he came to court with. So that's what I try to do now in Birmingham Municipal Court, is address the issues of that whole person on an individual basis. And I want to take that sentiment from the bench to the bench to deal with people and the issues that they bring with them to the court. I think it's important to vote because your voice is your vote. You have to know your candidate. You have to know what they bring to the table, what experience they have, not just experience dealing with the law, but experience dealing with people. It's important to have someone on the bench that's concerned not just about crime, but concerned about the person, concerned about making people whole and making them better than they were before they came before you on the bench. Because, being a judge is more about public service than just handling a court docket. I can be fair and impartial, and that comes with treating each person on an individual basis. Being in court is not like a assembly line type of process. It comes with addressing the needs that are specific to each person. I'm going to address those needs individually. You have to ask the question, not are you doing drugs, but why are you doing drugs? What issues did you have before you started using? Before you can really reach that person, you have to make their situation better. You got to change their circumstances before you can change the person. I do handle domestic violence situations, and when you're making decisions, you have to look at the whole person and say, this is someone's mother, this is someone's father. You're sending that person back home into their communities, to their family. So before you can take away somebody's life, their liberty, you have to not just consider that person, but you have to consider the family that comes with that person. Do they have children? Do they have a wife? Do they have parents or other people that are depending on them? So that goes back to treating each person on an individual basis. Who do they bring with them to the court? Because the decisions you make concerning one person affects more than just that person. It affects their family, it affects the victim, and ultimately it affects the community.